What's up, guys? So, I had to redo this video. I just got home and I'm fucking pissed, right? Just because I'm sober, that does not mean I'm fixed, right? You still take, like, all I've done, I'm still new in recovery. All I've done is removed the drugs and alcohol from my life. And am in the process of getting rid of my defects, right? All the character defects I have. I'm still in that process. So until that happens, and even after that happens, I'm sure I'm still going to have some of these defects. And anger's one of them. Anger's one of them. And tonight something happened with a guy I don't like. I tolerate and I love him because that's what the book that I go off of says to do. I haven't seen him in years. He showed up at the meeting I was going to chair. I show up with my son. I go to shake his hand. Say, how you doing? A handshake and a hello. First words out of his fucking mouth is some cocky remark about the show thing, right? And I said, yeah, I don't even, it's nothing really. I'm trying to be real humble about it because it's not that big of a fucking thing, really, right? So I don't know why he had the first thing he had to say, almost like out of just being a hater, right? And I was like, oh, just the dude asked me to fucking do some interviews with him, whatever. I don't know what's gonna come of it yet, whatever. And I go to walk away, and he was like, "What about the anonymity?" And I turned around, and I already knew what he's getting at. I've already thought about this. I've already talked to my sponsor and somebody else about this. I said, I'm not going to talk about the program. That's not what it's about. And if I do refer to it, it would be referred to as just like a 12-step program or something, right? Because I am no representative for recovery, for any 12-step programs. I don't claim to be any representative of any of that stuff. That's why I don't talk about it a whole hell of a lot, right? Because there's a big thing, anonymity, right? We stay out of press, radio, films, TV, all that stuff. But that does not mean I don't need to share my story if asked to, right? And so I will do that. So when I said that to him, he said, good, better not, or something like that, right? Boy, you don't fucking tell me what or what not to do. So I said, he's sitting down, and I walk over. I said, or what? Like, what the fuck are you going to do? Well, dude, don't get all mad at me, blah, blah. And my face is hot at this moment. I'm getting fired up. I have to chair this meeting in like 4 minutes. Finally, I was like, you know what, dude? Just forget it. You're obviously still an asshole. You ain't worth my fucking time. Whatever. And he's still just mouthy, right? At this point, I'm fucking steaming hot, man. I don't know why I get so angry, but I get angry. I'm a human fucking being, right? I feel like I was disrespected. I felt hurt by it. I felt it was rude, uncalled for, inappropriate, First words out of your fucking mouth. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say names because that's not the right. I'm just venting. I want to show you that just because we get sober, not everything fixes itself. Nothing just goes away. And but what's funny is this was a man that I thought we used to be friends, right? When I first got into recovery, he toted me around with him for a day. You know what I mean? And he was kind. He was nice. He was loving and tolerant, like the book that I worked through tells me to be, tells him to be, right? He he preaches these teachings, but doesn't live them. And you can see it in people's behaviors, in their encounters, man. You can see it in their character. It's crazy, man. There's somebody else there though that I love dearly, man, and it was so good to fucking see him. I haven't seen him in years. They were there together, unfortunately. This is a guy that has to cling around to anybody important in AA, which we call this guy the idol, because he is. He's very knowledgeable, spot on, just great. He's a great poster child for the program, right? He lives it, breathes it, walks it, talks it, all that stuff. And so, of course, this other guy's going to latch on to any tit he can fucking latch on to, because that's the kind of guy he is. Me, I do my own thing. I mean, not my own thing. I'm doing the program I need to do, this time to the best of my ability. But I don't latch on to somebody because they have a big name in the program. I don't clout chase like that, like this guy does. You know, I had to walk away from that situation. I had to leave my meeting. I had my kid there for one. And, you know, it's almost funny because I know he's probably thinking like, oh, I ran him out of here, right? No, my friend, no. You didn't run me out of nowhere. I left for your sake. And please believe that. And for my sake. Because, number one, I ain't trying to go to jail. Number two, I ain't trying to see my kid or have my kids see me behave in such an immature way. Number three, violence doesn't solve anything. Even if it sounds like a good idea, it doesn't solve anything. Number four, this should be number one, is I'm not trying to cause any more wreckage in my life today. I'm not trying to hurt any more people today. I've hurt enough people throughout the course of my life where I'm not trying to add to it. I like to lay my head down at night and go to sleep peacefully knowing that I didn't burn anybody, I didn't hurt anybody, physically, emotionally, or verbally, and including you. Did I want to? You bet your fucking ass I wanted to. A part of me wanted to. And you know why? Because I'm not fixed yet. I'm a human being. Any man that would have felt disrespected like that, or felt a certain kind of way, would have felt something. It's normal, right? Anger is a normal emotion. It's a lazy emotion, but it is an emotion, and it's an emotion that I don't know how to handle quite yet. Or maybe I do, because I did the right thing, I thought, and I walked away. Should I have stayed there and chaired my meeting? Maybe. Part of me would say yes. Some people would say yes. But I know what's best for me, and I know I would not have been able to sit there when my whole thought on my mind would have been mopping the floor with him. You know what I mean? That was in my head. And it would not have been a good meeting. It wouldn't have been good for anybody else or me. What's good for me right now is coming home and venting to you guys, because I trust you guys. You guys shoot me straight. You guys support me. You guys show me love, but you guys also tell me the truth, which I appreciate and I love. Was I right? Was I wrong? You know, I don't know. Did I let it get to me? Sure I did. But I'm human. You know what I mean? And I just don't like assholes. I don't like people that behave that way. Like, we're adults now, and there's no reason to treat your fellow man, your brother in Christ, or brother in recovery, whatever you want to call it. Even if for some reason, like, you hate on me. I don't know why, dude, you hate on me. I don't get it. Is it because, fuck, I went and got a motorcycle and you didn't? Is it because I rode with everybody and you didn't? And you'd be the guy at the barbecues that would be sitting there cooking while we showed up on our bikes? You know what I mean? With the women on the back? I mean, what are you hating on me for? You know? I don't get it. Are you mad because it took you 12 years to get in that little circle and I show up with Kevin and all of a sudden, like, boom, I got friends? I mean, what the fuck, man? Um, I don't know what your insecurities are. And I hope you see this. Um, I hope you see how you affected me tonight with your behavior, because it's not cool, man. It's not cool at all to treat somebody that way. It's really not. And no, you didn't run me out of there, not at all. I left because it would have been the best for both of us. Because you reacted, or no, you acted in a way that was fucking rude, disrespectful, and I don't stand for disrespectful people no more. I'm simply just not going to. That's why I said what I said to you. What are you going to do about it, right? I mean, what if I did go on there and talk about the program? Who the fuck is going to stop me, for one? Am I going to get kicked out of the club? Am I going to get banned from AA? Ooh, I said it. Like, what are you going to do? I am a grown adult. I know the principles that I abide by. Okay? I know, and I know who to talk to about these things. I have people in my life, a sponsor, an ex-sponsor, that's way more hardcore in this program than you'll ever dream to be. And I'll take their advice before I'll take any advice from you. Even on a decent flavor of ice cream, I wouldn't listen to you on, man. I just wouldn't, dude. You're this. You're up, down, up, down, up, down. That's your reputation in the program. Is what it is, dude. That's mine too, unfortunately. I go back out, come back in, go back out, come back in. So yeah, man, I don't get it. I just don't get it. So I just don't want to get the wrong impression out there that just because you get sober, life gets completely better, and you get better and you're healed, and that's it. I quit drugs and alcohol. That's it. Nothing else to do. That's not true. I'm still the same person. I'm still the same liar, the same thief, the same cheat, the same angry fucking person. I'm just that person without drugs and alcohol today. And so I have a lot of work I need to do in order to get rid of those things that maybe, I don't want to say led me to use or drink, but possibly. You know what I mean? My problems aren't the problem. It's my reaction to the problem that's the problem, if that makes any sense at all. When I don't have God in my life, my problems are this big, right? And when I calm down and I pause when I'm agitated and I consult with my higher power, my problems are this big. Do I make a mountain out of a molehill? Absolutely, sometimes. Am I going to be fine 2 hours from now after I've prayed and calmed down and talked to y'all about this? Yeah, I'm sure I will. But in the meantime, I wanted to just get it out there while the emotions are running hot. I'm fucking angry, man. And I don't allow any man to talk to me that way. And I guess part of me feels like a bitch, man, because in the past, after that one comment, I would have grabbed him by his hair, or I don't know, judo chopped him. I don't know. I'm like, it would have escalated very quickly, very quickly. And that's very immature. I'm 42 years old. I'm too old for that shit. My kid was there with me. And flat out, I don't want to behave like that anymore. So I feel I'd made the right choice. I wasn't mature enough in the moment to sit down and continue with the meeting like a responsible, mature adult. I knew that, right? I knew that. So I chose to leave. Maybe I should have sat through the meeting. I don't know. I just don't think it would have been good, because I would have heard snickers, little snickering. I would have heard, little girls laughing back there. making their little smart ass comments, and I would have just it would have escalated. And I'm not trying to do that today. I've hurt too many people in the course of my life and did so much damage to people. I am 150% not in the business of hurting anybody. Physically, emotionally, verbally, nothing. And so if that takes me looking like a punk and walking away, so be it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I came home tonight with my son to a warm house, and I didn't hurt anybody today. I didn't disrespect anybody today. I didn't poke at somebody today and intentionally try to make them feel this big. I didn't do that today to anybody. So I took the higher ground. I left. Came home, vent to you guys. That's it. I love you guys so fucking much. And I appreciate you letting me rant. And if nobody today has told you they love you, I love you. I really do. And thank you for always standing by me through my good times, my happy times, my angry times, and my bitching times. If I didn't have y'all to bounce all this off of, I don't know if I would be sober today. So thank you. And I love y'all with all my heart. Have a good night.